Good morning, welcome back to the channel. It's Sunday morning, about 7:30. It's getting light now, and I've just come off Caldean Avenue heading towards a row of houses called Mytholmroyd, and I'm going to take you back now to Thursday 19th of December 1991, and it's one of the cold cases, undetected murders that we've got in this area, and it's that of a lady called Agnes Ogden. She was 88 years old, and she lived alone on Errington Road. Now the circumstances are that a transport ambulance crew turned up on that day around about 9 o'clock in the morning, and went to the front door to see, just to pick Agnes up, really, to take her to an hospital appointment. And there were no answer to the front door, so they went round the back, and they discovered that one of the glass panels of the doors of one of the end, I won't give you the address, it's one of the end houses, end terraced houses. There's rows of, I'd say they were built in the 40s, 50s time. And when they went round to the back door, they found that a glass panel had been smashed, and somebody had gained entry. And when they went in, they found the poor lass laid on the floor at the side of her bed. She slept downstairs because she was a bit frail, like I say, 88-year-old, and she did suffer from curvature of the spine. So it was probably easier for her to sleep downstairs rather than negotiate the stairs to get to bed. Of course, the ambulance crew called for the police, and the police attended. It was my colleague, actually. I won't give you his last name. His call number was 2164. Quite a well-known bobby in this area. So he's arrived on the scene, set up his initial investigations, and found the lady at the side of the bed, and obviously called for some assistance. Now, on the day I was working with her, but I was in the Land Rover, and I was up at Caldean. I think we'd had some criminal damage done to the school up there, so I was up there, and basically I got called away to assist with this, which was a suspected murder. And I came down here in the Land Rover, parked up at the end of the road, and commenced scene guarding for the scene of the crime. When I got here, there were quite a few other officers. There were 3 or 4 from Sober Bridge, and I think there were a couple from Todmorden. And basically we sealed off the area. It was a Thursday morning, so people were on their way to work, and I think the schools had broken up by that time. So that was the start of the investigation. Of course, CID turned up, and we had scenes of crime, and it was investigated as a murder. Now, unfortunately, as the years have gone on, there's been nobody arrested for it. There's no real suspects, really, and it's turned over. It's like 34 years ago now. I was just speaking to a lady earlier on, and I just explained what I was doing, and she's blimey, said that never even knew that had occurred, and it was before she was born. So now that does make me feel old. Now, Errington Road is part of. It's just off Caldean Avenue, as you see behind me there. Quite a big residential area. But the thing is, the puzzling thing is, like I said, the initial detective, the senior detective who were investigating this, did say that he believed it's somebody local has some information on it, or it may be somebody with a good knowledge of this area. I'm just walking up now. You go past to the end of Errington Road, and it backs onto the main Leeds to Manchester railway. You can see it behind me there. There's a bridge there that takes you across. I'll go up actually and let you have a look at the area. You might get a better view from up here. There's a few bridges that lead from Colleen Avenue and Errington Road across to another residential area called Nest Estate. Right, and as you see, that's Nest Estate there, and there's several bridges. This looks quite a new one actually. Built it quite high, I think, to stop people jumping on the tracks. But if you just follow that, you can't see it at the moment, but if you just follow that, that leads to another older bridge, older railway bridge, and you can see Nest Estate on there. Now, I'm not pointing fingers saying, oh, it's probably somebody off the Nest Estate, but it is somebody who's got a good knowledge of the area. It's like a bit of a rabbit warren. At the back of the house, there's like a dirt track that leads the full length of Errington Road. So anybody carrying out that crime has used the cover of darkness to get away. Like I say, this poor lass, she lived alone. She was a former mill worker. Her husband had died several years before. She didn't have any children. I think one of the relatives that we did manage to trace, as you see there's like a dirt path going on, runs the length of Errington Road, and that's same on the other side. I'll say December, it'd have been pretty dark really at night. She was last seen at 4:30 the day before, which was the 16th. Sorry, which was the 18th. She was discovered on the 19th. So yeah, years have gone on, and it just hasn't. It has just sort of gone cold. I think the police did review the case 6 or 7 years ago, and that's it. We haven't. They've drawn a blank really. Like I say, this is. I'm not going to point out the house, but it is one of the end terraced houses in the end terraced houses of that row, and it's quite a nice area really. Some nice people up here. As I remember, it was the only sort of burglary we had. We'd had some cars broken into, but I don't think we had any. I'd certainly not, or my partner hadn't been called to any burglary jobs on here prior to that, and we didn't have any after. Obviously, we flooded the area with beat units from Sawbury Bridge subdivision. The task force came out. They were doing house to house. We had CID doing their inquiries, and they've come up with absolutely nothing. When I get back, I'll give you a bit of a debrief on what came from the inquiries. Right, I'll get back to you shortly. Okay, Thank you very much. Bye bye. Right, I've just been walking away from the scene, and I'll just point out there's another sort of rough pathway leading from the rear of the house, which was attacked. Like I say, it's like a bit of a rabbit warren. And there's another one. That's it. It's possible. It is. You know, I'm not saying it's possible. I'm saying it is somebody who had a good knowledge of this area and all the little pathways. There is street lighting, but I can imagine in the middle of the night, especially in the winter time when it gets dark around about 4, 5 o'clock ish. Oh, and there's another one. So I'm just going to take you down here. I've got well, it's a bit it's one of these maybe things that we look at in doing these crime investigations. Right, that was the drive that leads onto Errington Road, and I'm now on to Caldean Avenue, which is the main thoroughfare for traffic. I'm just walking along. I brought you here the other week when we were doing the old UFO business, which got some good results, got some good views there. That's it. We're just on Caldean Avenue now. I'm not too sure when these houses were built. They're probably late 40s, 50s, maybe before that. Could have been the 30s. There's some older houses. It's old stone built houses just a bit further on. They seem to be building some more there as well. So yeah, it's quite a popular area. And when I finally retired from the police, I ended up working for an estate agent, and we did get quite a few on here, quite a few viewings. Yeah, probably, if anybody does know when these were actually built, it could have been the 30s. You know, it's just that one looks a bit older. I'd say turn of the century. So I think won't be long. Just crossing over now. It's getting a bit windy. Hope it picks up on the old microphone. Right. The reason why I brought you on here, I'll let you know in a minute. I'll just we're back to where we were last week when I was telling you about the old armed robber that I locked up. Yeah. Don't try this at home, kids. Right. Well, the other side of the new Caldean Bridge, there's it's a bit of a, just to get yourself so you know where we are. That's the old Mytholmroyd Community Centre. Right across there, that's that white building there. That was what was the original post office, Mytholmroyd Post Office. It's since moved to a newly built building next to the new doctor's surgery. So that is the old post office, and I'll tell you what one of my theories is. Let's say maybes or whatever, but I'll explain what may have happened on that on the run up to the murder of this poor lass. Right, We're back on the Colleen Avenue. I've parked my car up there, so I'll get back to you. All right then. Take care now. Bye bye.